jumping out.
Another big night of basketball for the Jayhawks in Kansas City. Ryan Elder is live at the Sprint Center.
Lindsay, the Jayhawks play Texas A&M here in the Sprint Center in less than an hour. Tip-off is at 6 p.m., so we're just about 47 minutes from the beginning of the game. We're here in the So whoever wins tonight's game will move on to the championship game tomorrow at 5 o'clock and play the winner of the Kansas State-Baylor game, which takes place later here tonight at the Sprint Center. Yesterday in the second round, Kansas beat Texas Tech 80-68, and Texas A&M beat Nebraska 70-64. This game is practically a carbon copy of the game 2 years ago in this very building. In that game, top-seeded Kansas met Texas A&M and beat them in what proved to be a thriller. They won by 6 points. Less than a month ago, Kansas went down to College Station, Texas to face the Aggies. The Jayhawks were close in that game, but they held Texas A&M scoreless in the final 4 minutes and came back to Lawrence with a 59-54 victory. While the men's team is still alive here in Kansas City, the same can't be said for the women's team. In a tough first-round matchup, the Lady Jayhawks face number 21 Oklahoma State. Kansas trailed for most of that game, but in the second half, Carolyn Davis made a layup with 12 minutes remaining. But right after that layup to take the lead, Oklahoma State went on a 7-point run of their own, and they never looked back. Davis had a career-high 31 points on 12 of 13 shooting to go along with 11 rebounds, but she was the only Jayhawk who scored in double figures, and that proved to be the difference in the game. Now Kansas waits to see what bid they get in the WNIT, and there's a chance they could host they did last year. They won't know until later this week. And another KU news, the baseball team heads to Baton Rouge, Louisiana for a 3-game series against top-ranked LSU, followed by a 2-game series in New Orleans against Tulane. The first game against LSU begins tonight at 7 p.m. And finally, the softball team won their season home opener last night against Valparaiso. They won that game 6-5. That makes the Jayhawks 10-10 early on in this season. Once again, we're live here at the Sprint Center in Kansas City, where Kansas is getting set to take on Texas A&M. That game begins at 6 p.m. Back to you.